The first betrayal came quietly, like a draft through a window she did not remember leaving open. For a while, life was gentle. Marriage felt like a slow morning, warm and familiar. Rowan was kind, attentive, steady. Mira was always there too, visiting often, staying late, slipping easily into the rhythm of their home. Anya never questioned it. Why would she? Love, she thought, did not grow smaller when shared. But something began to change. Rowan grew distant in ways that were difficult to explain. He listened less. His smiles came late, as if borrowed. When Anya spoke, he seemed to look past her, his attention hovering somewhere else. Mira, on the other hand, seemed closer than ever, offering comfort, advice, and reassurance. She said marriage had phases. She said Anya was overthinking. She said everything would be fine. The second betrayal arrived, disguised as truth. One evening, Anya returned home early from work, her head aching, her heart craving the familiar comfort of her living room. She heard laughter before she saw them. It was not loud, not dramatic. It was soft, intimate, shared. The kind of laughter that had once belonged to her. Rowan and Mira sat close together, too close. His hand rested on hers, casual and certain. When they saw Anya, neither jumped away. That hurt more than if they had. The room fell silent. Words spilled then, clumsy and cruel. Rowan said he had not planned it. Mira said love just happened. They both said they never meant to hurt her. Anya stood still, feeling as though the ground had quietly disappeared from beneath her feet. The third betrayal came later, heavier than the rest. Rowan left, not suddenly, not dramatically, but with a finality that crushed hope. Divorce papers followed, cold and efficient. Mira stopped calling. Mutual friends chose sides or silence. The world moved on as if nothing extraordinary had occurred. Months passed. Anya learned how grief worked. It did not scream all the time. Sometimes it whispered. Sometimes it waited. She learned how betrayal rewired memory, how laughter could turn into evidence, how love could be rewritten into lies. Then came the wedding invitation. Mira and Rowan. The names sat together on the card like they had always belonged there. Anya did not attend. She burned the invitation, watched the edges curl and blacken, and felt something loosen inside her chest. It was not forgiveness. It was not peace. It was acceptance of a truth she could no longer deny. The people she loved had chosen themselves over her, and no explanation would ever make that right. Years passed. Anya rebuilt herself quietly. She changed cities. She found work that fulfilled her. She made new friends, slower ones, kinder ones. Trust did not come easily, but it came honestly. She learned to love herself in ways she never had before, without apology, without fear of being replaced. One afternoon, while walking through a crowded market, she saw them. Rowan looked older, tired. Mira looked polished, strained. They argued in low voices, frustration sharp in their gestures. For a brief moment, their eyes met Anya's. Recognition flickered. So did discomfort. Anya did not stop. She did not smile or glare or demand answers. She simply walked past them, her steps steady, her heart calm. In that moment, she understood something profound. They had stolen her husband, yes, but they had also taken something else from themselves. Trust, loyalty, the ability to believe that what they built would last without guilt. Knocking at the door. Anya had lost a marriage and a friend, but she had found herself, and this time, no one could steal that from her. If you've ever faced a betrayal that felt like the end of your world, know that you are not alone. It's a long road, but it's one you can walk. The strongest version of you is waiting on the other side. If you need someone to talk to, remember that help is available. Resources like the National Crisis and Suicide Lifeline are there for you, 24/7. Your story isn't over. Thank you for listening.